Hey guys, we're going to be starting with, of course, the game in just a second. It's just loading up, so we should be there any moment now. So presume you can hear me. It'd be great if you actually enjoy me. As many people, of course, as possible. Always good to have that. So they did a minor update to the game today. Well, actually, I'm saying minor. 1.6 gigs I had to download. But that also, of course, meant I had to do the shader rendering and everything once again. So I'm just waiting for that to complete. There we go. Let me switch to the game. So there we go. I guess there's a storm out there. Yep. I presume that in the meantime, my blood purifier has completed. Can I drink more? Yes. Can I put more in there? Deposit blood? I've got tiny bits only. You do see there's a condition to each of these bags, so that's good. Not sure if that makes a difference or not, but okay. Oh, the storm is almost over. Let's see. Have I got any more of the... No, I don't. There. Let me bandage myself. I should get another one any moment now. Can I zoom in though? Okay. Look at how much ammunition I still had on me. Interesting that I can actually shoot through the material of the tent. Of course, he shouldn't be able to, but okay, it did happen. There we go. Why don't I just do take all? Typically a bit easier to do the take all. I don't know why that body is still there. There's a few spots here that we want to basically get some stuff from. These plants, of course, always useful to take. I am in the sun, so I need to get back into the shade. Now I'm going to go down here because over here I can actually get more fuel cells, if I'm not mistaken. Could be that I fixed that with the late update, I'm not sure. Okay. So there's a scavenger camp as well. It's a big one. Okay. Do I lose the excess ones? Ouch. Oh, crikey. Come on, let me escape. Yeah, so I gathered already. Builder. Cool. Let me bandage up. Nice. All right, more blood picked up. Always good. So nothing else to pick up on these guys. That's a pity. Let's do B, and let's see. Can I build more of these healing bits? I can. Once again, I do need to bandage myself. Follow your inner sight to the first trouble. How do I do that? Where is my inner sight? Took all the fuel cells from there. Took all the bits and bobs from there. There is a bit of lag, I get the impression. I'm not sure if that's anything to do with the game. I did change the setting last time, didn't I? So let me see if I can change that back. Settings, graphics. That should be DLSS. That's fine. Frame generation is stored only for specific graphic card. DLSSG can only be used with DLSS upscaling method. High impact on global frame rate. Okay, well, not what we want. We want to set it to this. Okay, it says use DLAA. I did do that. I'm going to set this back to balanced. I think that's one of the big impacts that we were noticing there. This ought to be a bit smoother now. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So we gain more XP here. I did already loot this, didn't I? No, I didn't. I thought I did. Interesting. I have to say there's still some degree of lag here. Okay, let me just bandage fully. So at least if we get into a scuffle again, at least that is sorted. Oh, that's interesting. Someone built their house just over here. And they're... Why do they leave these bits outside of here? Yeah, it's great to have this here, but why leave it outside? It's actually one of the best locations you can think of. At least that one, I would say. House size is approximately similar to what I've got. I think this actually is a better location to build it, where this guy built it here. It's nice that he actually built a bit of extra concrete out here as well. Can I get inside? No. Is he blocking off anything here? Can I scale his building? Yes, I can. Interesting. So even though you cannot necessarily get in, you can still do stuff there. Thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed the show. Well, that was a quick one. All right, let's pick up her blood. Nice. Picking up more items here. Now these openings here, they're always, of course, welcome as well. That is like a mine. So pass over it quickly. Don't dawdle. Cool. And then here's another membrane. That's my base in the distance. It does get quite populated with those bases here, as you can see. What do we got in terms of bits we can research? I did build another one of those already. I've got intel points here, so I should be able to do something with that. Assuming, of course, I can find something I can do. Can I do this one? Okay. Equipment placed down to make a temporary Fremen shelter. Oh, that's pretty cool. Copper products. Oh, those are the unique ones. Is that something you get with the limited edition potentially? Ah. Oops, hold on. Not a fuel cell. More bits than I can scavenge. Okay. Ooh, I didn't realize there was a third one. Oh, that's really powerful kit, isn't it? Okay, I took some more of her blood. Did I take her blood already? I think I did. I have to be honest, I'm still experiencing some stutters and everything here. And I'm not quite sure why. All right, let's loot these bits here. Why is it showing this? Power down in 13 days. Okay. So it's did it take all the fuel cells already? It looks like. It's at capacity. Okay, fine. It's a pity that these windows are so blasted. Is that the way to say it? That's not the one I want. It's this one. It's in perfect condition, so I don't need to repair it. It's a pity though. So my terrain ends here. Okie dokie. It's a bit like what you got in, what's the other game called? Did I build? It's a rooftop I built. Okay. So in theory, I could build more walls here, isn't it? Okay. Interface. Do get to wonder, how high can you build this? I don't have enough granite. Okay, that's fine. Oof. There you go. Relatively easy. Whoosh. Okay. Nice. Guys, if you actually got any messages or want me to try something, just let me know. To be honest, I would love to figure out how to use the inner sight. And maybe I'll look in the journal in a second to figure it out. If you got these steps, move inside the land. Okay. Okie dokie. Did I just destroy one? Yes, I only destroyed one, which is great. Fine. Nice. And now, if I put a roof on here, now it's 3 stories instead of the original 2. Cool. I could have maybe created a continuous set of stairs. That would have been an option, I guess. But I think this is quite cool already. So fabricators, what is that first one? Okay. Refining, I got that. Storage. Okay, there's nothing in here that I cannot do. So what do we do to basically get the tutorial? As well as our bits here, journey. A dream lingers, brought to consciousness by natural exposure to the spice melange. A Fremen tested called the trial of Akal. If in my stupor I had marked the symbol of a purple eye on my map, perhaps the location of the mysterious trials. Ah, okay. Okay. So before we do anything, I firstly, of course, need to basically use this. Let's drink some more blood, or some more refined blood, I should say. Because, of course, at this point, it's no longer just blood. Okay, it's all stable. Oh, you can change the name. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's have a look. Backpack. Okay. So on my map, oh, there's the eye. Wow. That's not just around the corner. It's quite a far a while off. Okay. So it would be great if you could basically go in the direction itself relatively easily. Looks like that's not possible at the moment. When it turns red, seek safety immediately. This shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the crash site, isn't it? That's where we started off, I guess. Did I manage to kill him? I'm not sure. Okay. Okay. 1, 2. Let's loot that as well. Let's loot this one as well. Reloading once again. Scavenger camp one I actually hadn't discovered previously, so that's good. Taking it all. There's someone else that built a house here. That's great. The only thing is, yeah, if you build a house, build a roof on top of it. Okay. Otherwise, they'll be able to see you, which is not what we're looking for. So, if I'm not mistaken, as soon as you get seen there, saw the car come? Is that right? Just waiting them out for a moment. All right, cool. Now, I do believe we can actually do something with the flowers as well. Yeah, we're right over here at the moment. What on earth is that? That's a huge base. Let me check this out. That's pretty cool. What do you mean not enough support? That's, of course, fuel cells. Okay. All right. Critically injured. Yes, understood. Let's try to bring ourselves back up on our feet. Okay, let's take this. Bit of blood. Always welcome. Fuel cells. We're getting closer. There's a stash there as well. Okay, I'm not going to go for that now. Oh, that is an amazing location. If you can find something like that, I most definitely would recommend getting something like that as your base location. Firstly, of course, you got the stability. So you got no sand that's shifting and everything. All right. I like that base. So let's see if we can run a bit faster here now. Yeah, you do get to see these vibration bits here. We, of course, don't want to attract a sandworm, but us running through here might make that kind of unavoidable. Distances are not too big, so we should be able to avoid most of it. Okay. I'm able to follow the size of this here. And like I said before in my previous bits of the stream that I did yesterday, it would be great if they did announce those kind of things beforehand. And I guess I will pass that back in the feedback as well. Make people aware beforehand of the fact that there is dangers when doing something on the sands in terms of building your base and so forth. Okay. Then another scavenger location. It looks like it. Okay. That's a decent amount of stored blood, that's for sure. Why you keep on running, mate? Okay. Yeah, I need to get in the shade here. Okay, there we go. You do see that on the left side, we got accelerated consumption of our water supply. And it's in the red, so we need to get out of that red. So it's back to normal now, which is great. So we dealt with that bit of the camp already. I'm surprised you can actually build a base so close to that. Okay, is that it? Looks like there are shadows here again. So let's use that. So we're streaming as well as recording at the moment. So it says keyhole rock. I guess that's, ooh, what else do we see on here? If you zoom in, you can see a lot more details as well. Interesting. Okay, I cannot manage the vehicle. It's a bit of a pity. Ooh, a sandbike engine. That's pretty cool. Look at the amount of money we just picked up. This gives great ideas in terms of what we could potentially do. More intel obtained. Nice. Are there actual machines that build darts and so forth? That's pretty cool. Okay. More darts. More blood to pick up, of course. Fuel cells. Let's take that from them as well. Wow, I like this base. More salvaged metal. We're out in the open sun, so I need to get out of here. Back inside. 277, thanks, of course, to the fact that we basically were able to leverage this here. Nice. Just go that little bit further there. Actually, it makes me wonder, can I potentially build a second base? Improved power pack. Okay. So that's my, it's an improvised, oh, it's not improved, it's improvised. Of course. I just need to learn the blooming read, isn't it? Ouch. Okie dokie. Let's get to the shadows over there. Let's have a look. Where was I building the base parts? It's not in here, that's for sure. Construction tool. Okay, that was 7. Too close to a no build zone. Okay. Okay, how close am I? Just up here, isn't it? It is. Ooh, skill points. Cool to be able to read all these text here. All right, putting that away. Walk mode on. Interact with the altar to complete the first trial. Inhale the spice. Okay, well, let's do that then. Okay, there we go. It just took a while to basically to get at the trigger. Why has this happened? Okay. So something happened to my video capture device. Bear with me 1 second. All right, wait 1 second. I'm trying to get the camera to work again because for some reason it has stopped working in OBS. Still not. Why? I can bypass that software, no problem. I just need to go directly to the camera then. The only thing is the background filtering is gone then. It doesn't allow me to do that. Okay. That's fine. How do I get rid of that? There we go. And then. So we got a trial to complete here, I guess. We need to do something here. It didn't say what exactly. Let's just follow the path here. You tell me. Okay. Keep up. Okay. Ah, okay. So you're not supposed to stand in the eye, basically, is what it says. So if you're in the eye for too long, it's kind of like exposing yourself to too much sunlight. Okay, understood. Okay, it doesn't stay open indefinitely. It closes after a while, luckily. So I guess that represents the day-night cycle. Oh, but that one rotates. Oh, how lovely. The Hajj. Ouch. Yeah, that blooming hurts, doesn't it? Oh, that one's on top of that. Okay. We're in the shades here. That's fine. Ouch. Okay, let's try to redo that. I'm sure there is a way of doing it. Use the shadows every time. Because it cannot reach every point. Turns this way. Okay. And I thought I stood in the shadows there, but no. There's a shadowy section here. Okie dokie. Nice. Managed that. Okay. Close. Well, I hope I am. And we reached the end. Awaken. Ooh, okay. What do we awaken? Let's move that to the top right corner. Or middle. Ah, let's keep it on the left, actually. Okay, I was in a queue. Interesting. So you basically go to a different instanced server to basically get to the next bit. Okie Hello. Come on. It's a pity this takes so long to basically do the loading of this. Um, I am gonna change the position of my camera soon. I think I'm gonna. It's at the moment at an angle like this. I'm gonna try to put it straight in front of me. Just means I need to move my second monitor. This one here. I need to move that. Need to move that to a slightly higher position because at the moment they're like seamless on top of each other, and that leaves some dust there as well, unfortunately. Okay. I know. I know because I've been there. So it is nighttime, and there's a camp on the left, it seems to say here, which is great because then at least I can basically pick up some stuff from there. Interesting that there's a campfire, but there's no one around it. Yeah, probably means, ooh, that's pretty cool what they've done there. 5. Look at that. That doesn't look player built though. I guess that's Harkonnen built. There's another scavenger camp there. Okie dokie. So to get back to my base, that's right over there. I'll take a bit of effort to do that. More power! Fuel cells. Nice. Okay. Scavenger camp discovered. Interesting. Okay. Nice. And then, of course, we do 3. We basically take their blood. Oh, the no compatible. Oh, all my containers are full. Okay. I can build a new container then. I need more plant fiber. Okay. I need to head in that direction. That's where my base is as well. Okay. Harvest the plants. If we need plant fiber, we need plant fiber. It's as simple as that. We're unsheltered at the moment. Shouldn't be a big problem. We just need to be conscious of the fact that there are other buildings and such here. Up there would be another great location to build, I guess. Okay. Yes, we're introducing vibrations here. I'm aware of that. Locate a moisture-sealed cave. Gather micro sandwich fabric. Interesting to see there's so many buildings here. Again, well, this is kind of rocky terrain. It's not full. It's not full on sand. Okay. I do sometimes wonder why I'm actually bothering streaming, because I got hardly any viewers, maybe one viewer overall. And that really is not what we're looking for. Okay, let's walk over the sand here. We're just going to go into this section here. And if I'm not mistaken, there is a scavenger camp and such here. Nice. Okay, that should be our new blood bag that we can actually fill here. Is it this way? Is it behind this section here? It is. Ha. More blood. PvE. Haga Basin South. Okay. So are there bits of the motorbike here? I would think so, based on what they said, but I don't see it here. So to say. I need to head in this direction here. Okay. Wow, these are amazing locations to build your base. Look at the size of that base there. That is wonderful. Wondrous as well. Right, let's have a look. Haga Basin. It's basically the location of our first camp base, whatever you want to call it. It's right over there, where I put my marker. How many moons and suns and such are there here? I'm not sure, but it looks like a decent amount at least, based on the things we're seeing. Scavenge metal, harvest materials for a steel suit. Scavenge metals, mine copper ore. Okay. Okay. I feel sated. Okay. It is full. Good. Mohandis sandbike engine. Okay, cool. I need to go to Y first, isn't it? That is a bit of kit. We okay. Scavenger still suited. Did I build that already? No. Is that locked until I got enough bits and bobs out here? Potentially. Okay. So it's basically telling me get more bits of metal. Skills, of course, I can upgrade these further. Bindu dodge. That's a passive. Okay. Activated when spice sentient. Cool. Let's bandage myself. It would be great if we could just swap between the different angles. Good efficiency. Okay. Lovely. Nice. More batteries. We do need some more. And there's actually is more, of course, not too far from here. Of course, all this plant matter. One of the things I keep on running out of the plant matter. Yeah, 165. We're getting there. See, that guy's got a shield on him. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Right, bandage up. Unfortunately, lots of wasted bodies here. Thank you for all your power. Lots of credits we got by now already. And it's every time I get here that we get the same problem. And that same problem basically being it becomes laggy. So some buildings... Let's see, can I get my stats up again? My CPU utilization as such. So the GPU is not used that much, but it's the CPU that's the bottleneck at this point, it looks like. Whoa. Okay. So my CPU is running at 66% at this point in time. But then from time to time, it jumps to like 99%. It shouldn't really be an issue, but it's still... Research the fabricator, okay. Okay, come on. Oh, that doesn't work. So my base is just on the other side of this. Drink water. Okay, well, let's drink that water from the water purifier indeed. Okay, there we go. Ooh, we're getting close to sun exposure. In the red, let's make sure we don't get there. Ooh. Drink. Cool. Research. We should be able to research now the fabricator. Okay. Fabricator, where are we going to position you? I could position you, of course, up one level. Nice. And as you can see, now I can actually build nearly anything I want. Nice. It's building it for me. Okay. Ah, it's full. That's why. Okay, let's take these with me then. And again, it's full. So I just got those types of materials there. There I got bits of clothing. Let's put the excesses I have in here then. Okay. Power consumption says, okay, fine. Ah, nice. Sorry, just had to grab a drink. Okay. Why? Research. So I've done that one, okay. Small ore refiner, okay. How did I rotate that again? No, not like that. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay. Okey-dokey. How much are we consuming now? Does it say? Well, pretty much at the limit, it looks like. New schematic available. Okay. Boop-a-ba-ba-bum. I guess that's one of those items you need to basically use the fabricator for to construct. Improvised. Okay. This is what we need. We need to have the probes. You should actually see that the ingots was also increasing, so that's good. Improvised, improvised. I do need a new dagger. Okay. I did have a second one of these. I'm not sure why, but okay. What can we do with this? That's a schematic. Nice. Can I manufacture it then here as well? What do I need for it? Particle capacitor, spice infused copper dust. Okay. I didn't get the replacement dagger yet, did I? Let's climb up high, it said. Okay, let's do that. Okie dokie. Let's see how high we can climb here. Can I climb all the way to the top of this? We can. That's pretty awesome. No, you don't want to fall from here, that's for sure. So where did he say he wanted to go? Can we research new things? It seems to indicate we could. That's pretty cool that we basically got to see the first copper product here. So it looks like those are all schematics you can find at some point or another. Why does that keep on appearing above it? Yeah, these are all locked. So why does it say there is something to do with it? I need to spend more intel to unlock stuff. Requires intel spent. The wreck of Alcyon. Okay. Now, if we look at the skills. Okay. Journey. Rendezvous with Zantara. Travel to Griffin's Reach trade post. So where on earth is the Griffin's Reach trade post? Haga Basin. Okay, let's put stuff away in our... Do I need to put stuff away? No, I think I'm okay for the most part. So still should dust most definitely help, but it's not flawless. Okay, CPU is at 65%. I'm not sure why it's so CPU intensive. Okay, let's loot the body. No compatible container. Well, I do have compatible containers, but they're all full. I think that's the extent of the issue, really. What on earth is that I see there? Right, we're unsheltered at the moment. And okay, I'm not sure. Oh, we can find more materials here, which is great. Could we potentially build a base there? Yeah, that would be great if we could, but I very much doubt that we can. We just have to be really, really careful here. Just because the presence of the Harkonnen there. The wreck has been discovered, okay. Let's take all their loot. Not much loot to be found in this section, at least. It would be great if I find some schematics or something of that sort. Okay, let's use 8. Heal up. Oh, cool. Little bush. Okay. Okay, did I pick up the replacement blade already? No, I didn't. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, let's heal up more. Okay, that one's dealt with. Get the impression they're growing their food and everything here. I do have to tell you, these kind of locations, really intense on your CPU. So not your GPU, but it's the CPU. I guess it has to do some kind of calcs to be able to get all this to be displayed. Okay, what do we got here? Good. One more heal kit. Ba, ba, ba. You see, they're using kind of stealth stiletto guns or something like that. God knows what they are. And then I'm using a dagger, and I'm actually beating them every time. That's interesting, isn't it? You're using a far more limited type of weapon to still beat them. Okay, what did we just pick up here? Spice infused copper dust. Ah, okay, that's exactly what we needed, isn't it? Mechanical parts, and here we got the A short blade weapon, which I guess does more damage. 5.5 versus 7.2. Okay. Okay. So did that give me access to other parts of the ship as well, or? Because we seem to be able to go down here. But is that not where we came from just a second ago already? Oh, look at this here. Look at that. Okay. Let's interact with this. Yep. All right. Breaker Station. Then we got Imperial Testing Station. Three-way outpost. Griffin Reach Trade Post. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we can get through here. Then we can leave the ship. And then we need to head in a westerly direction. Yeah, westerly. Now, it would be great if there was some kind of fast travel mechanism in here. Or at least if we can get those kind of speeder bikes up and running. That would really, really help. This guy, I guess, got the same issues I had. He built it on the sand like I did. That's quite cool. He basically half submerged in the sand. But I think the key thing they said is the dunes can shift. And because the dunes can shift, what you'll see. Okay, let's get over there quickly. Yes, yes, yes. Vibrations in the sand. Interesting that that shadow is heading in that direction there. Okay, well, you see someone, and now that someone is gone. And earlier I did say that basically it's quite intensive on the CPU, and that still seems to be the case right now. I feel sated in terms of the actual liquids I just consumed. That's good. We're in the sun again. I'm heading in the right direction, but there is something there to be found. Let's try to get out of the sun ASAP. Breaker station. Wow, this is a bit of an overload. Let's try to draw them out bit by bit. Nice. Okay, let's heat up a bit as well. Okay. Wow. Okay, anything here? Nope, nothing really. Bandages, okay, cool. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, that one died, that's for sure. Nice. Okay, how full is our bag now? Oh, not too bad. What is this? Oh, we got a schematic. Took their power production capability away from them. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Not bad at all. Is there anything else useful in here? Sweet. And we need to head further west from here to get to the Imperial Research Station there. So hold on, it says Intel. Intel 0 out of 1. To me, that implies we can get Intel somewhere in here, which I've missed somehow. Okay, well, it's not here apparently. Let's see if we can find it somewhere else in here. More fuel cells. Not there. All right, let's double check this again. I don't see anything lying around here in terms of intel. That, of course, doesn't mean it's not here. It just means I haven't found it as of yet. Ah, hold on. Nope. Still nothing. Nope. Oh well, maybe I just think there should be something and there is not anything there. But okay. Nice. All right, let's get this. Yeah, we're right in the sun here. There's nothing I can do at this point in time, it looks like. Okay. Nothing else I can do there, it looks like. Sweet. Okay. I do get to wonder, where is that research station? Is that just around the corner or what? I don't know. I'm so intrigued by the amount of CPU power it is actually consumed. I guess there's some degree of optimization they haven't done yet here. Okay. I guess we could potentially find some intel here. We just need to figure out where, because this is not it. I guess if we go deeper in, we might be able to find it. And that looks like it's a proper entrance at least. Oh, someone's container. Scavenger steel suit. Probe launcher. Okay. I guess that's why it's mostly uncovered at the moment. Wow, that goes deep, deep down. And they do let some light in, but it's really limited the amount of light they let in. So we now got an orange ID band, it looks like. Okay. Nice. We can actually drink water here. Okay. He whispered back. That is dangerous if they whisper back, isn't it? Okay. It's not a PvP zone, so that's fine. How deep down does that go? Wow, that goes a long way down, it looks like. Is this a dungeon in the game? What do you mean access denied? 112, that's not bad. I can revive him at least. Okay, well, I guess I go into this one to try to get those wristbands for that. Nope. Oh, once you're in here, you're kind of trapped in here, it looks like. That sucks. Some of these are one way. Interesting. Is there some hidden item here somewhere? Interesting. Why is this even possible? How comes you can get in here? Okay, now what can we do? I need plant fiber, okay. Research. Can I research anything new in the meantime? Yep, that's great to hear. Respawn beacon. Where do we do that? Construction tool, binoculars. Not really using the binoculars anyway, so let's just position it here somewhere. Where on earth are we within here, really? Can you not look at a local map of sorts? Skills. We got 2 points to spend. Interesting. Ability. Ignore. Ability. Stop. Ah, you're able to heal your body more effectively using bits and bobs. Sun tolerance. Well, body control is improved. Okay, that's pretty cool. Any clue how to get through? Does anyone know how to exit the research facility? Tab. Go to spell. Anyone know how to exit the shield? Research room. Why? There we go. Why does it say hidden character? Why does it keep on going to private all the time? Quip. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool that you can do that. Okay. Customization. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can actually modify the entire color scheme of everything. And I guess as an option, you can get color schemes from elsewhere if you wanted to. Ah, that's the list of all the different weapon types you can potentially get. Thing though is, with this, it doesn't tell you what you have, what you don't have. It's just a full-on list. So where have they been? Yes. Why did I not think of that before? How high can I climb? Ah, there's a ledge here. Interesting. Ah, my stamina is actually going down with this. Okay, that should shoot up again. That's pretty cool. Look at this. You can actually climb on the ceiling. And of course, that damages you. How on earth do you get out of here? So there's bodies hanging from there. Can I reuse this? No. Oh, let's have a look. Can I find anything related to this online? That's then the question. Dune Awakening. Okay. We are at the research in testing station. Hold on. So I'm looking at a video of someone else going into here. There's meant to be a shielded NPC here. Yeah, it's shielded. Okay, so bugged. Okay, let's report a bug. Send bug report. It's so peculiar. Can I climb the tree somehow? Yeah, you can. Interesting. Is there anything in there that we need to pick up? Okay. Ah, that's pretty handy. You can actually climb up here and get closer to those bodies this way. Okay. And there I was thinking maybe one of the bodies has got a key or something on there. Why has my screen gone blank? Just switching briefly. Ah, it's interesting. I didn't expect that to happen. My screen has gone blank when I reported the bug. All right, guys, we're going to call it a day. So let's say right at the end. Thanks for watching.